In this video, we are going to demonstrate how to take the Apex and install a Docker container for Cloudflare so that you can create a tunnel down to the Apex and reverse proxy into the Apex as well as other devices on the Apex's network. So to start, we're logged into an Apex at the address 192.168.1.198. As you can see, it is connected to the internet. So now if we come down to apps and launch the containerization, you can see we currently have Node-RED running in the Apex. We're going to go to images and add a new image. We will grab the latest Cloudflare. And let that download. While we are waiting for that to download, I'm going to go over to Cloudflare. I have already created an account. As you can see, I already have a domain that I've purchased. If you need to purchase a domain, you can go under domain registration and register a domain. You can put in, anything that you're looking for here. For example, if I just take my username, do a search, you can see here I can buy a .io, .com, .net, .org. This is the price for a year. You can buy multiple years at a time. And once you purchase that, that is your domain. So let's go back. Again, you can see I own dc-sse.net. All right, this is finished. So now we are going to go over to containers and we are going to add a new container. We're going to call this Cloudflare. What you call this is up to you. You can name it whatever you want. And we need a configuration JSON, which I've already typed out. Paste that in here. You can see it has the image selection in there. That's creating a tunnel. No auto update. Run. We need a token, and it will restart if the controller restarts. So let's get that token. So I'm going to come down to zero trust on Cloudflare. And I'm going to go down over to access on the left and tunnels. As you can see, I have a few tunnels running here, but we are going to create a new tunnel. Let's give it a name. Demo Apex. And save the tunnel. Now we are installing this on a Docker. So select Docker, and we are going to copy this token. The token comes with a little more than we need when you copy it. We're going to paste it between these parentheses, or these quotes, sorry. And we are going to get rid of the information we don't need. All right, so now we have our token, and we can click Save. This will create the tunnel. So nothing is showing up here yet because we need to start. This is now running. And we can see we are connected. This is the data center it's reaching, the IP it's going through, my IP address of my house, and the connector ID. So now we are going to call this Demo Apex. And we're going to put it on the domain that we purchased. And the connection to it is 192.168.1.198. And we are going to turn off TLS because I'm not passing through the certificates. I have already called something Demo Apex. Just call this Test Apex. There we go. So now we have the demo Apex connected to test Apex. So now I can still stay connected here, but if I go to testapex.ec-sse.net, I can access my Apex. All right. So now we no longer need this local connection. We can connect to this Apex from anywhere you have internet. So the question becomes, what if we don't want people to have access to this? Well, now we need to go and we can either add an access group, which allows you to add things in mass. Once you create an access group, you can just add devices to it, or we can add a specific application. So let's add a specific application. Self-hosted. We are going to keep this so we know we're on demo Apex. This was test Apex. There we go. Policy demo Apex policy. All right. Here's where if we had created another access group, you can add the access group automatically, or you can create individual rules for this. So I want, as an example, only people with my email address. If you want them to have to provide a justification at the same time, you can put that in. All right. Add application. So now you can see if I tried to access my Apex, I have to put in an email address. Open up my email here. It's emailed me an access code. Put that in. And now I have access to my Apex. So as you could see in that, there are a lot of options for allowing people different ways into your controllers. There's a lot of settings you can make when you're creating policies. There are a lot of options. You can do emails ending in if you want to do an entire domain, IP ranges, certificates, common names. So you have quite a few options here to secure your tunnel. So now that's great. We have access to our Apex, but what if we want access to something else on the site? So here's our tunnel. We are going to go into the tunnel and we are going to go to the public host name and add another device. So test ECY. And this will be HTTPS 2.168.1.201. Save the host name. So now if I go here and launch it, you can see through my Apex, I am now able to get into my S1000. So now other options here. One thing you'll notice is because we are going through and we've specified the path for this, I don't have access to Node-RED. Node-RED is running on this Apex at port 50,080. So if I try to get to that, it does not like it. So what we can do here is we can add another public host name. And we are going to do test Apex NR for Node-RED. It is an HTTP, not HTTPS to access Node-RED. And 192.168.1.198, 50,080, and save. So as you can see, that finally errored out. All right, let's wait for this to finish saving here. Here we go. Now, if we launch this, we have Node-RED on the Apex. All right, and that is how you can add your Apex to a domain and add other devices to a domain. And once you have done that, you have the ability to bring them in over our new network driver via the domain. And I'll probably be creating another video to show how to do that. Thank you.